I'm Bruce White, and I've had considerable experience at judging honey, both here and overseas. And honey is judged, for its commercial qualities and to what the public wants. So that's a big advantage, for people that prepare honey for shows and also sell honey to the public as producer packers or sell to honey packers. The criteria for judging honey is the colour of the honey, and depending where the bees go, different species produce different coloured honey. And the important thing if you're going to show honey is to read the schedule and make sure you comply to the schedule requirements. So it's usually light honey, medium coloured honey and dark coloured honey. And there's a machine called a P-Fun grader, and there are other instruments now that measure the colour of honey, and you get a P-Fun reading and you need to comply with that. So when I'm judging honey, I look at the colour. So if the class is light coloured honey, the lighter honey gets the highest points. In the case of medium honey, the one that's in the middle gets the highest points, then I go each side. In the case of dark honey, the darker the honey, the higher the points the exhibitor will get. So that covers colour. The next thing is density. It's important honey is thick so it stops on your bread. And a very simple way to test density is to turn the jar upside down like that and just watch the bubble rise. The slower the bubble rises, the thicker the honey is. So if you go to a supermarket, you can check the honey and see how dense it is, and that's a very important criteria. And when people buy honey, they look at the density of honey as well. And density is worth 25, colour is worth 25. The next thing I look at is the aroma. So honey needs to have a nice aroma, so you can take the lid off and smell the honey, and aroma is worth 10 points. So the better it smells like honey, the higher the points for aroma. Clearness is also important, so you need to look under the lid to see if there's any specks under the lid. If the honey hasn't been strained properly, it's not going to be nice and clear. And the other thing that's looked at is brightness. So how bright is the honey? You hold it up to the light, and if you can see through it, it's much clearer and brighter. So that means there's not a lot of air bubbles in the honey, so that the person's prepared the honey for showing correctly. So that's an important characteristic also, and that's worth 5 points. The other important criteria is also important. So to check for flavour, take the lid off and you taste the honey. And the honey, if it's a pleasant taste to the judge, it gets higher points than if it's not a pleasant taste to the judge. And colour, or flavour at least, can vary greatly between judges because everyone's got different tastes, and that's also worth 25. So to sum up, colour's worth 25, flavour's worth 25, density's worth 25, clearness is worth 10, aroma's worth 10, and brightness is worth 5, which adds up to 100.